On this episode, we talk to racing legend Tony Stewart, and we learn about how the cure starts now. We were fortunate enough to go behind the scenes today, and we really wanted to make sure that you got to hear all about how Tony Stewart came to race at the Bartholomew County 4-H Fairgrounds, and about how the cure starts now and how you can be a part of it. We're here with Jason Setzer, king of the three-quarter midgets. And Jason, you're making a name for yourself this week at the Bartholomew County 4-H Fair by not racing. What's going on this week that you wanted to give up your seat in the driver's seat?
Yeah, I just let my buddy Tony Stewart drive it this week. Get him in the Cure Starts Now car. We built him a car too. We just been running out of time on getting it all the way together, and maybe next year it'd be just me and him out here together.
Lynn, tell us a little bit about Tony Stewart racing in your guys' car this week. How exciting.
Well, we're super excited about it. We're excited that he is willing to promote the Cure Starts Now by racing in the car. And I really have to give a lot of the credit to Jason Setzer. I guess they've been longtime friends, and he offered Tony to drive the car, and he accepted, and he's willing to help us out and spread awareness about childhood brain cancer research.
We're extremely excited to have Tony come race in our car. You know, anybody that knows Tony Stewart knows he's not going to get in any car unless it's a quality car that's going to go really fast. And so it gave my team a lot of confidence to know that Tony wanted to come drive our car. It also, it's going to bring a lot of publicity to the Cure Starts Now efforts. We're all out here trying to raise some funds and spread publicity about the Cure Starts Now, which raises money for childhood cancer. And what a great cause. And Tony agreed to jump on board and help promote that as well. And we're awful proud of that.
We're here with local racing legend Tony Stewart, and we're talking about the three-quarter midget race here at the Bartholomew County 4-H Fair. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes, Tony.
No problem. Glad to do it, man.
Hey, here's a question for you. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Daytona, Bristol, Talladega, you've raced everywhere. What makes the Bartholomew County 4-H Grandstand special to you?
Well, I ran 6 races the very first year I ever raced go-karts, and we raced in Westport. And then the very next season, which was the first year I ran full-time in a go-kart and ran the whole year, we ran here at the fair, at the fairgrounds. So I always remember as a kid that was racing go-karts, when the fair came, we used to get to race the go-karts with the three-quarter midgets. We ran the go-kart track and they ran the quarter mile. So I always just thought that was really cool to get the opportunity to race on the same night that the TQs race. So that's why it's kind of cool for me now that I got a little more spare time and extra time now that I can come back and run the TQ race here again.
And the last time you raced here was 2013, I believe. What inspired you to drive in the three-quarter midget race this year?
Well, I've got 2 cars that I own that are racing, but Jason Setzer's building me a new car, and it didn't get done in time, so Jason let me drive his car tonight. But it's something that I just want to do each year. It's I don't know that I'll get a chance to do it every year, but we're building a car, and we're building a new race car to race one race a year, and that's at the Columbus Fair. So it's just something that I'm kind of sentimental about things, and especially all the Saturday nights that I used to spend out here. And I spent a lot of time during the week here also cutting the grass when my dad was the president of the kart club. So I spent a lot of time out here at the fairgrounds aside from just fair week. So it's just neat and to have a chance to come out here and race a little bit. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Outside of the grandstands, what's something that you enjoy to do here at the fair?
Well, you got to go get the homemade ice cream. Homemade ice cream, the pork producers, get a fish sandwich, and you got to ride rides at some point during the week. So, it's everything that everybody else likes about the fair is the same thing we like about the fair too.
And you're the only driver in history to win a championship in both IndyCar and NASCAR. You've raced and won in practically anything that has 4 wheels. How do you want to be remembered as a racer?
I think it's just whatever everybody wants to remember about us. In all reality, I've had fun, and I've still got a lot of years that I'm still going to race. So I got a long way to go before the book's entirely written. But I've had fun doing all this. I've met some really neat people along the way. Got to go to places that I never thought I'd get to go to, countries that I've never been to that I've got to go to through racing. So we just enjoyed it all. It's it's a lot of fun, and it sure. I used to joke around and say it sure beats having a real job, but then I realized it is a real job and a lot of work and a lot of hard work. So, but if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it exactly the same way.
Well, as you continue your career as a driver and an owner, how can we as a community best support you?
Well, just coming out to the fair during Fair Week, I mean, that's a big deal, obviously. That's one of the reasons that we want to come run the race too, is not so much for the people to do stuff for us, but for us to come out and race in front of our community. And we got a lot of race fans that follow what we do in racing that can't travel and go to a lot of the NASCAR tracks or the dirt tracks that we go to. So, having a night like this where they can come out to the fair and watch us race is a big deal to us. So, just keep pulling for us is the main thing. I mean, we really don't need anybody to do anything for us. Just, pull for us and say hi when you come by.
Last question we ask everyone on the show: why do you celebrate Columbus?
Because I'm from here, man. I mean, where else would you want to be? I know I listen to a lot of people and they say there's not a lot to do here, but I beg to differ. I mean, it's there's so many cool people here, and that's why it's such a big deal to me. That's why I never fully left home when I went down to race in NASCAR. I've still always had a house here and have a big piece of property west of town that I'm proud of, and as long as everybody wants us to stay here, we'll be here.
Thank you very much for your time, and good luck tonight.